is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew. Yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, and I hit that.
Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports.
Playoff fever has immersed South Florida as we are at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Tennessee Titans and the Miami Dolphins. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now the forward Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by the Titans. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Dobbins, the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's caught by Beasley. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He had 6 catches in the wild card win, and that's his first one here in the divisional round, and it's a 1st down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
At the Dolphins' 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38.
We're scoreless after 1.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. On 2nd down, Burrow. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense. Can't do that.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior. And now
2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And Beasley with it over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
1st down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Now a carry for Dobbins. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
That he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Melvin Ingram gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Vita Vea in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Burrow looking to pass. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Burrow on first down. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round. First down. Here's Burrow. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans.
Offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The passer defense.
Are you serious, dog?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Rosas' kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Wentz. He'll fire this deep for Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coach. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round. This will make it into the end zone, and no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Tennessee.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Another run here with Dobbins. And shutting him off, now open field. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 5. A big play that time for the Titans. 53 yards. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
No gain on the
A
play.
line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you guys score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, or if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them. And they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
To Johnson again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down, Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
So up comes Wentz as he and the guys on offense here will go for two. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up two more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Holding. Offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, here's Burrow. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Danielle Hunter. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Titans on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and a mile. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. And here now the offense heading back out there. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on second down, Wentz. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there. And that'll make it third down.
And 7.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
The score, Dolphins 18.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Short throw to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first. And Burrow's saying, let's go, let's go.
2nd and 4. At the 48-yard line.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
Third down and 4.
Here we go with Burrow. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now it's Burrow. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after it. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to Johnson again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Wentz to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Julio Jones there to make the grab. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans set and ready to go on offense. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half.
At the 20-yard line.
2nd and 10 now, Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was Rashard Higgins. But now it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. Now a desperation throw. He's got a man, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphins advancing in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew.